you can claim yourself a Christian woman because now you're married, but you have awful stories in the back of your head.
If there's one thing Wendy Williams does best, it's speak the truth that others tiptoe around. And this time, she's gunning straight for Hailey Bieber. Wendy just dropped some explosive claims, and the internet is going absolutely wild. So, is it all just gossip, or is there something real hiding behind the headlines? Either way, Wendy isn't biting her tongue, and she's bringing receipts with her. Shocking doesn't even begin to cover it. Wendy Williams has built her name by calling out the biggest stars with no filter. And when it comes to Justin and Hailey Bieber, she's been brutally upfront from the jump. She's the queen of jaw-dropping hot takes, and her thoughts on this celebrity marriage, pure fire. Right after Justin and Hailey revealed their engagement back in July 2018, Wendy jumped in with zero hesitation. According to a Daily Mail report, she boldly declared on her show, "I don't think this marriage will last." Then she really stirred the pot by adding, "Look, right after the honeymoon, he's doing a drive-by at Selena's," throwing a clear jab at Justin's messy history with Selena Gomez. That one quote alone shook the table and instantly set the tone for Wendy's ongoing commentary. She linked Justin's heart straight back to Selena, hinting that maybe he wasn't all the way in with Hailey. And what's wild, this all happened just days after the engagement was made public. Wendy didn't just raise eyebrows, she went full detective mode, and she wasn't about to stop there. As the Bieber-Baldwin marriage moved forward, so did Wendy Williams' savage commentary. By September 2018, she cranked things up and came at them with an even bolder angle: money. According to Hollywood Life, Wendy claimed, "I think the Baldwins look at Bieber as a cash cow." She didn't hold back, even pointing fingers at Hailey's dad, saying, "I think Stephen Baldwin likes being relevant to young people again, and Bieber's a fast pass to that." Wendy made it loud and clear. She still didn't believe the marriage was built to last. But this time, she pushed a whole new narrative, that this union was less about love and more about the dollars. With Bieber's net worth sitting at a whopping $265 million back then, Wendy framed the whole relationship as a calculated move by the Baldwins. That hit different. And here's the wild part. Some fans were already whispering the same thing. Wendy's cash cow theory tapped right into fan-made timelines and receipts showing Hailey popping up around Justin for years, even before they officially got together. Was it all part of a bigger play? Wendy's take threw gas on the fire, claiming Hailey's moves weren't just about crushing on a pop star, but possibly about securing that golden opportunity. And by March 2019, just 6 months into the marriage, Wendy's criticism didn't slow down. It got even more intense and raw. According to Daily Star, Wendy didn't hold back when she claimed Hailey was way too young to be dealing with the pressures of being Bieber's wife at just 22. She fired off saying Hailey was supposed to be a newlywed, not carrying the weight of someone else's emotional battles. That line alone stirred major drama online. But Wendy didn't stop there. She went all in, even suggesting Hailey might want to consider divorce because of Justin's mental health struggles. That sparked huge backlash, especially from mental health advocates like mind coach Anna Williamson, who slammed Wendy for throwing out divorce as a solution, saying the topic was way too sensitive to be handled like that. Still, Wendy stood firm. She argued that the whole situation was putting too much pressure on Hailey, who should have been living it up as a bride, not playing nurse in a chaotic relationship. Wendy wasn't backing down from her claim that the marriage was already taking a toll. Earlier that same year, Wendy also chimed in on Justin and Hailey's big Vogue magazine cover, their first major photo shoot as husband and wife. While the full details of what she said on that episode are kinda hazy, reports say she definitely brought up their public image, and especially Hailey's struggle with online hate. What made Wendy's take hit hard was her consistency. She kept circling back to key points, calling out how rushed the relationship was, questioning Justin's lingering connection to Selena Gomez, and pointing out how messy the timing looked. Fans couldn't help but notice the same thing. Wendy didn't just stop at the love talk, she kept digging into the money side too. She often pointed out how the Baldwin family seemed to be cashing in on the Bieber name. This so-called cash grab angle made her critique even more explosive, hinting that the marriage might have had less to do with love and more to do with clout and cash. As things went on, Wendy kept raising red flags, not just about Justin's mental health, but also Hailey's young age. She framed the whole situation as a heavy burden, especially for someone who was still so fresh into adulthood. And for a lot of viewers, this hit home. Many started asking, were either of them really ready to take on something this serious? All of these spicy takes were dropped during the Hot Topics segment of The Wendy Williams Show, where nothing is off limits and opinions fly. Her style was always loud, raw, and real, and her audience lived for it. Still, her March 2019 divorce comments sparked major backlash. Some folks felt it crossed the line and downplayed real mental health struggles. What really makes all this wild is how a lot of Wendy Williams' early warnings seem to be echoing through the latest drama surrounding Justin and Hailey's marriage. For example, reports say Stephen Baldwin, Hailey's own dad, hit Instagram asking folks to pray for Justin and Hailey, all while divorce rumors keep heating up across the internet. People have been noticing some strange behavior too, like how Justin and Hailey have been pulling up to events in separate cars, and there's even buzz that they haven't been living under the same roof for a while now. And to add more fuel to the fire, blind items have popped up claiming everything from depression to substance abuse and even cheating on Justin's side. Though, of course, those types of rumors are always sketchy without proof. One rumor that keeps making the rounds, but that Wendy never spoke on directly, lines up suspiciously well with her earlier timeline concerns. It's the talk that Justin and Selena's brief 4-month rekindling in 2018 might have involved an unexpected pregnancy that sadly ended in a miscarriage. If that's true, it could explain why Selena later checked into a wellness center, and why Justin suddenly shifted from being with Hailey, back to Selena, then back to marrying Hailey, all in less than a year. And let's not forget, Wendy wasn't the only one throwing shade on this relationship. Taylor Swift, who's super tight with Selena, never publicly dragged Hailey, but in a 2020 Wall Street Journal interview, she made it very clear she's protective of her girl. That silence, it spoke volumes. Taylor Swift once said, "I knew from when I met her I would always have her back in my life. I have the ability to forgive people who have hurt me, but I don't know if I can forgive someone who hurts her," talking about none other than Selena Gomez. That loyalty runs deep, and fans haven't forgotten it. Ever since Swift dropped her Midnight's album in October 2022, the song Question had the internet in full-on detective mode. Swifties and Selenators alike believe the lyrics point straight to Justin and Selena's rocky past, and maybe even throw some subtle shade at Hailey. Lines like, "Did you leave her house in the middle of the night? Oh, did you wish you'd put up more of a fight?" sound way too specific to be random. Other lines, even messier. Does it feel like everything's just like second best after that meteor strike? And what's that? That I heard that you're still with her. That's nice. I'm sure that's what's suitable and right. Fans are convinced these tie into Selena's rare brand and her complicated vibe with Bieber after the breakup. But of course, Taylor hasn't confirmed any of it. Classic move. Then there's Kendall Jenner, who's tight with both Justin and Hailey. Back in April 2020, during an Instagram Live with the couple, she got asked if she saw the marriage coming, and she straight up said, "Honestly, no." She added, "I didn't know. I think I hoped." That comment? Loki says a lot without saying much at all. Kendall once said during that Instagram Live, "Obviously, Hales is my lady, my best friend, and I wanted it so bad for both of you. It just makes me really happy." Sweet on the surface, but things get real interesting when you remember Kendall and Justin reportedly had a low-key fling around 3 years before he tied the knot with Hailey. Neither Justin nor Hailey has ever addressed that history, but fans didn't forget. And even with all the heat between Hailey and Selena, especially during that messy round of 2023 social media drama, Kendall stayed silent. No recent quotes from her about Selena popped up, even during viral moments like that TikTok in early 2023. In that video, Hailey, Kendall, and Justine Skye lip-synced to an audio clip that some people definitely took as a dig at Selena. Kendall was in the mix, but said nothing to clear the air. So, what sets Wendy Williams apart from all these industry insiders and Hollywood friends? It's her raw honesty. She didn't sugarcoat anything or play the polite game. While someone like Kendall Jenner kept it sweet and surface level, surprised but supportive, Wendy called it like she saw it. She straight up questioned whether Justin and Hailey's relationship was solid from the start, and she wasn't scared to say it might all fall apart. What really made Wendy Williams' take hit different was the way she pulled back the curtain on the money side of things, a perspective that most people in the industry wouldn't dare say out loud. By suggesting the Baldwin family might have seen Justin as a cash cow and a ticket back into pop culture relevance, Wendy flipped the whole love story on its head. She didn't just go along with the couple's fairy tale. She made people question what else could be going on behind the scenes. And here's the thing, Wendy's takes weren't just meant to stir the pot. They connected with real questions fans had been asking for years. The rushed timeline between Justin and Hailey's engagement, right after his roller coaster past with Selena, made people feel like something wasn't adding up. Wendy gave a voice to that gut feeling so many fans had, but didn't know how to explain. Then there's the infamous love triangle, Justin, Selena, and Hailey. This saga has kept fans glued for over a decade. It's been messy, emotional, and all over social media. It all started with Justin and Selena, aka Jelena, whose on-again, off-again love story kicked off around December 2010 after those early 2009 friendship rumors. Their relationship was full of highs and heartbreaks, breaking up in 2014, reuniting in late 2017, and then ending for good in early 2018, just months before Justin was suddenly engaged to Hailey. That timing still got people talking. Hailey Baldwin, now Hailey Bieber, stepped into Justin's world early, first meeting him back in 2009 at just 13 years old during a Today Show appearance. And here's the kicker. In the beginning, Hailey was actually a Jelena fan. Yup, old social media posts, since deleted of course, show her reppin' 100% Team Jelena. Wild, right? But let's break down this timeline, because things get real twisty. After Justin and Selena finally split for good in early 2018, Hailey slid into the romantic picture quick. Dating rumors between her and Justin sparked around 2015 to 2016, then boom, they were married by September 2018, just months after his final breakup with Selena. That jump had everyone's eyebrows raised. Fans couldn't ignore how fast things flipped, and the drama only grew from there. But to really understand how deep this goes, we gotta rewind. After Justin dropped his early hits One Time and One Less Lonely Girl in 2009, he got invited to perform on the Today Show. What he didn't know was that this appearance would change everything, because Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, brought her backstage that day to meet the 15-year-old teen star. And it didn't stop there. Hailey popped up again at Justin's Toyota Concert Series show in Rockefeller Plaza. And not long after, she was spotted at the LA premiere of his documentary, Never Say Never, watching him walk the purple carpet from the sidelines. From fangirl to future wife, Hailey was in his orbit long before the romance rumors even started. Here's where things get really juicy. In 2019, a self-proclaimed former Justin Bieber superfan dropped a bombshell YouTube video claiming she helped Hailey get close to Justin in the early days. According to her, 15-year-old Hailey Baldwin followed the fan's account back in 2011, and didn't just lurk, either. Hailey was all up in the DMs, regularly asking for updates on Justin's whereabouts. This ex-fan says she'd tell Hailey what hotel Justin was staying at, and not long after, Hailey would either book a room there or show up at the hotel restaurant. The alleged plan? To bump into Justin as often as possible until he finally started seeing her as more than just another fan. That's some serious determination. By 2012, the so-called persistence really showed. One night, Justin and Selena were spotted on a sushi and movie date. And who was right there? Hailey Baldwin. Paparazzi caught her hanging around nearby, seemingly keeping tabs on their night out. Coincidence? Fans don't think so. Then came the social media chaos, especially on TikTok and Twitter/X, where the drama exploded again in 2023. One standout moment, the eyebrow feud. After Selena casually joked about over-laminating her brows, Kylie Jenner and Hailey posted eyebrow-focused content that fans immediately took as shade. It turned into a full-blown internet war, with people calling out possible subliminals and picking sides all over again. Fast forward to March 2025, and the drama's still going strong. A viral TikTok claimed that Hailey liked a shady post about Selena and her current boyfriend, Benny Blanco, but Hailey's rep quickly shut it down, denying everything. Still, the internet wasn't convinced, proving once again that the speculation surrounding these two never really dies. Both Selena and Hailey have tried to cool things down. Hailey said, "It's all love," during a September 2022 interview, and the two even posed side by side at the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures gala a month later. But even that wasn't enough to stop the theories from flying. One of the most talked about accusations? Fans swear Hailey has a habit of copying Selena's style, down to the details. They've dug up tons of examples showing Hailey rocking outfits, accessories, and poses strikingly similar to Selena's, sometimes just hours after Selena posted them first. Critics say this kind of thing might be a coincidence once or twice, but when it keeps happening, people start asking serious questions. We're talking matching outfits, the same camera angles, identical facial expressions. It's all there. And the internet's receipts are endless. But it doesn't stop at fashion. Back on June 4th, 2015, Selena was spotted with a new tattoo behind her ear, a delicate letter G believed to be a tribute to her little sister, Gracie. Then, just 12 days later, on June 16th, Hailey Baldwin showed up with a nearly identical G tattoo in the exact same spot. Fans were stunned, and the copying rumors went into overdrive. Hailey claimed her G tattoo was a tribute to her pastor's daughter, Georgia, but fans weren't buying it. And the rest of 2018? A roller coaster. Justin Bieber got back with Selena Gomez for a couple of months, only for things to fall apart again, and then boom! 6 months later, he was married to Hailey. That whiplash had everybody confused. Hailey would later say in interviews that she and Justin officially started dating in 2016, but people were quick to call that out. If that's true, why was Justin with Selena just months before his wedding? The timelines aren't adding up, and fans haven't let that slide. Then came Selena's emotional ballad, "Lose You to Love Me," which dropped major hints about her breakup with Justin. And guess what happened right after? Hailey posted a screenshot showing she was playing Summer Walker's "I'll Kill You." Hailey said it was just a coincidence, but fans definitely took it as a shot at Selena. The timing? Way too suspicious. And it didn't stop there. In 2019, Hailey showed off a new tattoo, a tiny letter J on her ring finger. No doubt it was a tribute to Justin, but fans were quick to point out how much it resembled the ring Justin once gifted Selena back in 2012. The deja vu was real. Then things got even messier. When Selena had her album release party at Craig's in West Hollywood, Hailey allegedly pulled up, uninvited. According to tweets from that night, she arrived before the party kicked off and stayed just long enough to overlap, only sneaking out the back when Selena left. Once Selena pulled up to her own album release party, the restaurant started playing her songs, which apparently rubbed Hailey the wrong way. Word is, Hailey's stylist, Maeve, allegedly asked a waitress to play Justin Bieber's "Yummy." But when that didn't happen, Hailey and her crew reportedly started yelling Justin's name across the restaurant. It was giving petty, and fans were quick to clock it. But hold up, the copying Selena talk didn't stop there. Hailey Bieber caught even more heat after launching her home cooking show, What's in My Kitchen. Fans instantly noticed how much it looked like Selena Gomez's Selena Plus Chef. which had already been out for 2 years by that point, and we're not just talking inspired by. The setup was almost identical. Selena's show kicks off with a faux camera HUD to give it that raw, casual vibe. Hailey's show, same HUD-style opening. Selena makes it a point to say the show is filmed in her real home. Hailey, same exact line, filmed in her real home. Selena has her Nana introduce the dish. Guess what? Hailey's Nana pops up to do the same thing. Like, it was scene for scene. Fans couldn't unsee it. Selena plus Chef went on to crush it with 4 full seasons on HBO Max and a successful spin-off called Selena plus Restaurant, which is still going strong. Meanwhile, What's in My Kitchen dropped 5 episodes and then nothing. No new seasons, no follow-ups. After fans started calling out the similarities, it quietly faded out. Things got even weirder when fans compared old interviews and found Hailey echoing Selena's past statements, almost word for word. One line that raised eyebrows. Both women, in separate interviews, expressed a wish for people to know their hearts. From discussing how their bodies changed since they were 19, to almost every public move. At this point, it's almost comical how often Hailey Bieber just so happens to do something Selena Gomez already did. Fans have clocked it time and time again, and the patterns are hard to ignore. Even Hailey's beauty brand, Rhode, hasn't dodged comparison. The brand's ad campaigns have been called out for looking a lot like Selena's rare beauty promos. And when Hailey's not being accused of mirroring Selena's work, people claim her team's lifting ideas from smaller indie beauty brands, right down to the product descriptions. This messy web of relationships, rumors, and online drama has become a full-blown pop culture obsession. And with it, a wave of fan-fueled conspiracy theories. Some fans believe Selena's team paid for support posts during the height of the Hailey hate train just to hype up album promo. Others think Hailey's camp paid for viral tweets to steer attention away from Justin's personal issues. There's even a totally debunked theory that Hailey stalked Selena just to steal Justin. These wild claims keep blowing up on TikTok and Twitter X. But let's be real, there's zero proof from any solid sources. Still, that hasn't stopped fans from dissecting every post, every outfit, every like. And through it all, the infamous triangle of Justin, Selena, and Hailey continues to dominate the internet.
People were confused on the timeline you're talking about of like, is she a homewrecker? So I guess my question is, Hailey, were you ever with Justin romantically at the same time as her?
No, not one time.
People are still arguing over who played who got hurt, and who's been manipulating the spotlight. And when Wendy Williams jumped in with her unfiltered opinions, she didn't calm the storm, she supercharged it. Wendy Williams came in like blazing fire, putting a megaphone to the whispers fans had been passing around in online circles for years. And when you look across TikTok, Twitter X, and Stan forums, a few major themes stand out loud and clear. First, it's pure chaos when it comes to fan loyalty. People are locked into Team Hailey or Team Selena, with Justin stuck right in the middle. Hailey's either seen as Justin's calming ride or die, or as a clout-chasing manipulator. Meanwhile, Selena's viewed as either the innocent one who got burned, or as someone secretly feeding off the drama. Second, there's this constant tug-of-war between nostalgia and reality. Fans still romanticize Jelena, even though their relationship was toxic more often than not. At the same time, people side-eye Justin and Hailey's marriage, always questioning how real it really is. Was it love or strategy? Then come the endless theories. Hailey stole Justin. Selena's fans are bullying Hailey. Justin secretly regrets everything. Most of it has no solid proof. But that hasn't stopped fans from analyzing every little move. And let's not forget how fan behavior fuels the flames. Selena's supporters have been accused of straight-up harassing Hailey, especially after that messy 2023 TikTok eyebrow saga. On the flip side, Justin's defenders just want people to move on, but the internet won't let it go. That's where Wendy Williams fits right in. She didn't invent the drama, she just amplified what fans were already saying. Her take that the Baldwins saw Justin as a cash cow echoed deep-rooted fan suspicions, and her bold prediction that the marriage wouldn't last, that's been circling in fan spaces since day one. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez has been turning the page in her personal life, getting engaged to producer Benny Blanco in December 2024. What should have been a moment of peace and celebration quickly got roped back into the drama, though. A TikTok user claimed Hailey liked a shady video mocking Selena and Benny's Interview magazine photo shoot, but Hailey's rep was quick to shut that down, calling it totally fake and just another made-up story from a clout-chasing content creator. Even with all three of them trying to move on, the triangle still refuses to die.
When him and I started hanging out, okay, let's just put it this way. When him and I ever started hooking up or anything of that sort, he was not ever in a relationship, ever, at any point. I would never, it's not my character to mess with someone's relationship. I would just never do that.
Every move gets analyzed, twisted, and reposted. It's wild how this saga keeps pulling attention, proving just how deep celebrity stories can stick when they mix love, betrayal, and redemption. And no one recognized the grip of this drama earlier than Wendy Williams. She built her whole brand on dropping unfiltered takes, and the moment Justin and Hailey got engaged, she called it out hard. Her early doubts about the relationship hit a nerve with fans who were already side-eyeing how fast everything happened after Justin's final split from Selena. Wendy also went where most people wouldn't. She called out the money angle. She openly said the Baldwins might have seen Justin as a cash cow and a way to get their name trending again. It was a bold take, but it added a layer that made people stop and really think about the behind-the-scenes motives. And maybe her most controversial moment? In March 2019, Wendy flat out suggested Hailey should consider divorce because of Justin's mental health struggles. That one sparked serious backlash, but it also forced people to look past the fairy tale and face the messy reality this young couple might really be dealing with. While a lot of people slammed Wendy Williams' take as cold or harsh, she was pointing out something real. Navigating serious mental health struggles in a brand new marriage is no small thing, especially when you're just 22. As Wendy said, Hailey should have been enjoying the newlywed glow, not carrying that kind of emotional weight. What's wild looking back is just how accurate a lot of Wendy's predictions turned out to be. Her early doubts about whether the marriage would last, that lines up perfectly with the constant divorce rumors that still swirl around the internet, and her concerns about Justin's mental health. He's openly talked about his struggles since then, proving Wendy wasn't just stirring drama. She saw the cracks early. Wendy's show might have ended in 2022, but her takes still make waves. Clips, quotes, and reactions to her old episodes keep popping up in media breakdowns and fan threads, showing just how much she shaped public opinion on this relationship. Even without a mic, Wendy's impact is still being felt. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, this whole Justin-Hailey-Selena triangle says a lot about celebrity culture. It shows how fans get deeply attached to celebrity love lives, so much so that they choose sides like it's a full-blown war, and sometimes that turns toxic. Hailey even reportedly got death threats from over-invested fans. Take the eyebrow feud from February 2023. It started with what looked like an innocent TikTok, but things blew up fast. Within hours, it turned into a full-blown internet scandal, pulling in other celebs like Kylie Jenner and racking up millions of views and comments. That's how wild the internet can get. A single post can spark chaos. And just like that, the love triangle is back in the spotlight, reimagined and reignited with every scroll. This triangle also shows how blurred the line has become between real life and online performance when it comes to celebrity relationships. When Hailey posts lovey-dovey pics with Justin, or Justin opens up about his mental health, or Selena drops a song that feels like it's about him, those might be real moments, but they're also part of a public story that takes on a whole life of its own. Once it's out there, fans shape it, twist it, and run with it. And asking who won, whether it's Hailey for marrying Justin, Selena for leveling up her career and finding new love, or Justin for starting a family, completely misses the bigger picture. The truth is, all three of them have lived through real emotional highs and lows in front of millions. It's not just drama, it's a reflection of how fame, love, and the internet collide in today's world. Through it all, Justin, Hailey, and Selena have lived their lives under a magnifying glass, experiencing both major highs and painful lows in front of the entire world. They've had to deal not just with their own personal struggles, but with millions of fans picking apart every move, every post, and every moment. And still, the drama never fully dies down. Whether it's about love, loyalty, fame, or straight-up obsession, the Justin, Hailey, Selena triangle keeps sparking fresh theories and non-stop internet chatter, even when the stars involved are just trying to move on. But that's the power of celebrity in the age of social media. It's messy, addictive, and always one post away from reigniting. Thanks for tuning in. If you're into deep dives like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more drama breakdowns. Smash that button, and we'll see you in the next one.